Thank you very much for joining us. Yaelisa is with us right now, and she is a dancer, and they have a performance coming up that I think you'd be interested in. I know I am, because flamenco is just a wonderful expression of art and dance at the same time. You started when you were this tall, you said?
Yeah,
Huh?
about that tall.
Yeah, when your mother...
Maybe a little taller.
This tall?
That tall.
That tall, that tall. And your mother was a dancer?
She was a dancer and
Yeah.
later became a singer in flamenco. She was well known in the Bay Area.
Uh-huh.
Her name was Isamura, and she started sort of the North Beach flamenco revolution that happened at the old spaghetti factory.
Oh, yes.
We were talking about that.
Right, the old spaghetti factory. That takes a few of us back to those days. That's right. I was asking about the flamenco dancing, though, because I say it seems to me to be an extremely demanding. I'm not that other dancing isn't, but this seems to me particularly demanding. You know, and you said you just do it till you drop.
I did just say that. You do what's necessary, just like most dancers and artists do. But we do rehearse about 6 weeks out for the big concerts, because Caminos Flamencos, my company, we're pretty active in the Bay Area all year long. We do a lot of performances throughout the year, but this is our season, and every season we sort of decide on a new concept for a big show. And this year the show requires a lot of dancers, so it's a big show with about 23 or 24 people in it.
So the Cowell Theater.
It's going to be at the Cowell Theater on December 17th, 18th, and 19th, and I'm very excited.
Do you have regular fans of flamenco dancing? You must have a following.
We do. We have a... Caminos Flamencos has a following, but flamenco has a reputation. There's a reputation in the Bay Area for really good flamenco and for a lot of it. The two centers of flamenco in the United States are the Bay Area and New York, and there's also Los Angeles. But there's really a level here that's really high as far as the artistry.
Not a lot of flamenco dancing in Kansas, is there?
There, believe it or not, there is.
Well,
there
see,
are.
it just came out of my...
I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, but because it's so popular right now. So
popular right now in terms of, this is something more popularity that it has now than it would have 10 years ago or something. I mean,
well,
when you say now, I'm trying to be interested in that.
Now meaning more and more, you know, audiences, we keep growing our audiences, so more and more people discover that flamenco is not only entertaining and colorful, but it's quite theatrical, dramatic. The possibilities on a concert stage are huge, because even though flamenco can be seen in small intimate theaters or small intimate spaces, which is what we do year round, the theater production is really exciting, because you can do so much more in a theater. So people love to see it in a concert
And it is
setting.
dramatic, there's no question about it. Are there stories that are told within these dances?
Absolutely. The stories relate to the singing, which is the cante flamenco. And the cante flamenco is the reason that the sort of flamenco exists. It was the first part of flamenco. The singing came first, and then the guitar was developed to accompany the singing, and then the dance was the third element that was brought in. So it's the last element, but it's the part of flamenco, the part of flamenco that's evolving quite a bit. A lot of influences, modern dance, contemporary dance, jazz, a lot of different artistic influences in the dance itself.
You know, I didn't realize it evolved in that fashion. I had no idea.
Well, flamenco has really changed in the last 30 or 40 years. It's really changed a lot.
So it's an evolving dance. I sort of thought it was, you know, quite traditional and
well, that's not to say that it doesn't have its traditional roots. It has its traditional roots, and there are traditional styles within those roots, some of which will be in our show as well.
Let's mention when the show is again, December 17th, 18th, and 19th at the Cowell Theater in San Francisco.
Absolutely.
Nice to have you here, Yaelisa.
It's great to be with you.
Keep dancing.
Thank you
dancing,
so
and
much.
I will too.
Great.
And thanks for watching.